What's up guys, it's Brad S. Bills. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing Dear Esther. This is the Landmark Edition. I've never played this game before, so it's going to be a blind playthrough. I've heard good things about it, but know absolutely nothing about the game. All I know is that it's story-driven, it's pretty short, and looks like it'll be a fun time. So let's go ahead and get into it. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, ring the bell, all that good stuff. And let's get started, shall we?
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
Oh, I'm controlling already. Oh, wow. I did not realize that. Okay, good to know. Oh, okay. Let's look around here, then. Messed up ship. Here, hold on, 1 second. Alright, let me turn that down a bit, so hopefully you can hear me better. Ooh. Flashlight automatically turns on. I like that. Ooh, that's a fucked up toilet. That's messy. Ugh. Okay. This looks like classroom, maybe? Someone's home. Someone spilled a whole bunch of paint. Oh, that looks like a chemical equation. H, two C's, it's, what would that be? C2O1, C2OH6, something like that, whatever that molecule is. I remember a little bit from chemistry. Very little, but that was like the one part of chemistry I was actually good at, was like those like equation for like how to write them out. All the like laws and stuff of chemistry I was like clueless on. Okay, we have diverging paths. Which way should I go? Let me try going this way. Okay, this leads to a beach. Interesting. Okay. Anything at this beach? Oh my god. Man, all these JPEGs of trash. Hate it when beaches have just JPEGs of trash everywhere. So awful to look at. In real life and in a video game. My god. But in all seriousness, this game looks really good. Like, I feel like people don't give indie games enough credit for looking as good as they do.
Those
oftentimes.
islands in the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time. Sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for
yeah,
a
way
final
out there.
dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
Huh. This is really interesting, like, dialogue that's going on here. Whoa, and it continues? Anything over here? Oh wait, there's stairs down. Maybe I should go up here before continuing down the beach. See if there was anything up here. I mean, this game is so short. I looked it up. This game has a completion time of like hour and a half, 2 hours, somewhere around there. So yeah, it's really not long at all. That's why I figured it was perfect to do this one before rather than a long one, because I have not to spoil anything, but I have oh, okay, you can fall down. Good to know. All right. I didn't intend to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna be. There's a certain game coming out, or should I say, re-releasing, that I'm hella excited for, that I plan on making several videos on. So, trying to reserve delving into another series right before getting into that one, because that's like coming out later this week. So, if you can guess it, let me know. Let me know what your guess is in the comments. What game I'm going to be playing next. But I wanted to do my blind playthrough of this game today. Alright, there's no sprint. At least none of the normal buttons that allow you to sprint are letting me sprint, so I don't think there's any sprint capabilities. Oh, okay, this just puts me back here, so is there any other way up? Or is this just it? Is it a one-way, a dead end? Ah, I should have gone this way first. Oh well, now I know. Okay. Alright. Got all the way back here. Let's keep on heading up. See what all is up here now.
Donnelly's book had not been taken out from the library since 1974. I decided it would never be missed as I slipped it under my coat and avoided the librarian's gaze on the way out. If the subject matter is obscure, the writer's literary style is even more so. It is not the text of a stable or trustworthy reporter. Perhaps it is fitting that my only companion in these last days should be a stolen book written by a dying man.
Interesting. Yeah, this dialogue is really cool.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them
there
from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, so this is like the main path then. So there might have been a little something on the beach I missed, and so I apologize, but like I said, there's no sprint, and I don't feel like going all the way back there. God damn, this game is pretty.
I quote directly, a motley lot with little to recommend them. I have now spent 3 days in their company. That is, I fear, enough for any man not born amongst them. Despite their tedious inclination to quote scripture, they seem to me the most godforsaken of all the inhabitants of the Outer Isles. Indeed, in this case, the very gravity of that term, forsaken by God, seems to find its very apex. It appears to me that Donnelly, too, found those who wander this shoreline to be adrift from any chance of redemption. Did he include himself in that, I wonder?
I wonder what these, like, little stone monoliths are, if they mean anything. Or if they're just here. God-forsaken inhabitants. so far it looks like I'm probably all alone on this island, so... Alright. Look down.
Dear
I
Esther,
can't see anything.
I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
At all. Okay. Just going up here just to see if there's anything that I can find up here, or if... Because I feel like I'm supposed to go into that cave. There's also a path here. Okay, let me go into the cave first. Don't want to keep diverging paths. So let's head over here. Ah, The Lighthouse. It's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch The Lighthouse. It's really good. You get to see a mermaid's pussy.
I threw my arms wide and the cliff opened out before me, making this rough home. I transferred my belongings from the bothy on the mount and tried to live here instead. It was cold at night, and the sea lapped at the entrance at high tide. To climb the peak, I must first venture even deeper into the veins of the island,
Oh, it's
where the
nerves.
signals are blocked altogether. Only then will I understand them, when I stand on the summit and they flow into me, uncorrupted.
Same equation. Looks like a squid or octopus or something. It's another nerve. Another nerve. Maybe that's supposed to be some big nerve or something. I'm not sure. Ah. It's fascinating. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I came in here because this is just a little loop-de-loop thing. Alright. Let's head back up the path I was just on. Music starting again. It's a little stream I was trying to walk up before. Water looks pretty good. It's like... Ooh. Alright, I'm probably heading to that in the distance, I imagine. It's probably where the end of the chapter is, at least I'd guess.
The vegetation here has fossilized from the roots up. To think they once grazed animals here, the remnants of occupation being evidence to that. It is all sick to death. The water is too polluted for the fish.
Oh.
The sky is too thin for the birds, and the soil is cut with the bones of hermits and shepherds. I've heard it said that human ashes make great fertilizer, that we could sow a forest from all that is left of your hips and ribcage, with enough left over to thicken the air and repopulate the bay.
Interesting. Oh, what's this? Chemistry. Can I not pick it up? Okay, I guess I can't. Interesting though, so someone was here and they left behind their chemistry book. They're sprawling out all the... Before I head up there, let me head down here and see. If there's anything even over here. Oh, nothing but a drop. I'm not gonna drop down, because that looks like it would take me a long time to get back. interesting. So, the air is too thin for birds. The soil is too fossilized for plants. Well, for vegetation. I'm assuming, like, fruits and vegetables and grains and stuff. And the water is too polluted for fish. But this is like the clearest water I've ever seen, so that's interesting. I wonder if it got polluted with bleach or something. I don't know. Right. Point of no return. Let's go. Oh, that was the chapter end. Okay.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Which way? Which way do I go? Let me head over here, see what this path leads to. Because I have a feeling like that's... Oh, but there's more paths over there. So maybe that is the path to lead me on. Yeah, I feel like that's... Okay, that's probably going to be the end game then, is getting there. So let's see what's over here first. Oh, just another route to get to the same place. Okay, good to know. Got the little yellow... That yellow? Yeah, that's yellow. Yellow buoy out there. Warning people of impending doom, impending island, rocks.
It's only at night that this place makes any sluggish effort at life. You can see the buoy and the aerial. I've been taking to sleeping through the day in an attempt to resurrect myself. I can feel the last days drawing upon me. There's little point now in continuation.
Oh, it's actually bobbing.
There must
up
be
and
something
down.
new to find here.
Yeah.
Some nook or some cranny that offers a perspective worth clinging to. I've burnt my bridges. I've sunk my boats and watched them go to water.
Something neither did eat nor drink. Some... Can't read. Oh, I can zoom in. He neither did eat nor drink. Andy, some... It's either he or some name. Someone neither did eat nor drink. Is the best I'm gonna get. It's fascinating, though. Whole ass shipwreck. On this island of all places? Who'da thunk? Man. Alright, let's check this out. Let's see what all is here. Damn. Doesn't look like I can walk on the ship, but walk amongst the wreckage at least. I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, abandoned ships don't freak me out nearly as much as like abandoned homes and stuff. Abandoned houses, abandoned buildings. Those I would be like you would find me hard pressed to enter one. What's this?
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Huh. Interesting. That just special little audio clue. Can I not do anything with this? Huh, okay. There doesn't seem to be any interact button. Mouse clicks just zoom both of them, and there's walking, so... Actually, let me look up to see if there are any controls. Yeah, sure enough, it's just walk and zoom in on stuff. Okay, good to know. I literally can't do anything else in this game other than walk and zoom in on things. Okay, hold on, wait then. Does that mean I'm supposed to zoom in on that? Let me try that out real quick. And neither did he eat nor drink. Oh, okay, that's what it says. Oh, not another chemistry thing? Oh, it's a map. That's the ship. Little arrows pointing up, and there's a tunnel. I'm guessing that's the ocean. At least I'm guessing that's a map. Yeah, that says, and neither did he eat nor drink. Is that like quoting scripture or something like that? Like, is that a Bible verse or something? I'm not sure. I'm not a person that quotes the Bible, so I have no clue. But it's fascinating.
I had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital.
Oh God, kidney stones are
After
awful.
the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Oh God. So, I don't know if this is meant to be literal or not, but okay, so he had kidney stones, and these stones turned into this island or something, and she got killed by a drunk driver. That's this Esther. Esther got killed by a drunk driver.
When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
Oh, damn, there's water down there. Whew. Scary. I do not like heights. Oh man. Ooey. Yeah, heights and just like deep dark depths of the ocean are like two of my, and spiders. Those are like my three biggest
I've
fears.
begun my ascent on the windless slope of the western side. The setting sun was an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors. My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning.
Okay. Follow the path under the island to a new beginning. Alright. Interesting. Guessing that house is where we're supposed to go next. Also, good God, could you imagine, like, having enough kidney stones to create a whole island? Sounds awful. I'm sure that line wasn't meant to be taken literally. It's all part of, like, the magical realism of this game, but also just like, ugh. Just the thought. I've never had a kidney
was
stone,
constructed
but I hope I
originally
never do.
in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
So, not a man of breeding, so basically no one wanted to fuck him. Is basically what that means.
Inventory. A trestle table we spread wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair, I laughed at you for bringing camping in the lakes. I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. This diary, the bed with the broken springs. Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes, Donnelly's book stolen from Edinburgh Library on the way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and make an aerial of my own.
So, the guy that I was talking about, this Jakobsen, no one wanted to fuck him. They tried to get him married to create a lineage for him. Didn't work. He caught a disease from his sheep. Does that mean he fucked the sheep? Did he, like, catch a bestiality STD or something? Nope, more map stuff. Oh, but it looks like the equation. Ah, interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, so this guy came here to visit, or this is his island or something like that. And it used to be inhabited by a guy who no one wanted to fuck, so he fucked sheeps and died from it. Is what I'm getting so far. Right. Little ocean inlet right there. I'm guessing this guy, Donnelly, the guy that wrote this book he keeps talking about, is the guy who wrote a book about this island, I'm guessing?
He left his body to the medical school and was duly opened out for a crowd of students 21 days after his passing. The report is included in my edition of his book. The syphilis had torn through his guts like a drunk driver, scrambling his organs like eggs on a plate. But enough definition remained for a cursory examination, and, as I suspected, they found clear evidence of kidney stones.
Ooh.
He's likely to have spent the last years of his life in considerable pain. Perhaps this is the root of his laudanum habit. Although its use makes him an unreliable witness, I find myself increasingly drawn into his orbit.
Okay, yeah, so Jakobsen definitely fucked the sheep and caught syphilis. Yeah, also, thank God that there's treatment for syphilis nowadays. Because that sounds like an awful way to die, just your organs just turn into scrambled eggs. Man, imagine having kidney stones and syphilis. Jesus Christ, that sounds like an awful way to die. Your body is being torn apart from the inside out, and your kidneys are just inflamed with kidney stones. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, if I had both of those going on, and I was alone on an island, I would just kill myself. Sorry if that's morbid. I'm just like, I'm not dealing with that. So what the fuck is going on with the soundtrack now? Whoa, okay. Something spooky. Candle. Alright, so someone was here recently. At least relatively recently. There's no way up, so... Oh! Alright. Okay, alright. That was where I was supposed to go. Good.
Did Jakobsen crawl this far? Can I identify the scratches his nails ruined into the rocks? Am I following him cell for cell, inch for inch? Why did he turn back on himself and not carry through to the ascent?
Oof. Another candle. Okay. At least when Homeboy fell down, he had another candle with him. Oh, I love, like, luminescent stones. Looks so cool. Damn, that looks so cool. That looks deep as fuck. I'm not getting in that. Nope, not gonna test it. These rocks almost look like frogs or toads. Ooh, bioluminescent mushrooms. This is a cool-ass soundtrack, too.
They'd stop the traffic back as far as the Sandford Junction and come up the hard shoulder like radio signals from another star. It took 21 minutes for them to arrive. I watched full time to the second on his watch.
Looks like a map. Maybe a map of the island or something. Another nerve. Another map. Damn. This is wild. Okay. So I just put this together. I'm the dude narrating. I don't know why that took me so long to put together. I'm a little stupid sometimes. So I'm the dude narrating. I stole this book written by this guy named Donnelly, who wrote about this guy named Jakobsen, who used to live on this island. He had kidney stones and I have kidney stones. Oh, god damn it, I have to jump down, don't I? Fuck. Oh, Jesus. I don't like this. Okay. Just a little pond. That's it. That's all it is. Whew, okay. And I'm writing this all out, narrating this all to someone named Esther, who was my friend, who died due to a drunk driver. And Jakobsen fucked sheep to death. He fucked sheep until he caught syphilis and died, while also having kidney stones, which I also have. Ooh, man. This is crazy. Alright, should be able to walk around. I'm not going back in there. Oh man. This would be so dangerous in real life. Wet stones or like wet rock is so hard to get a grip on. It is so easy to slip in caves like that. Like just wet. You can have hiking boots that have the sturdiest grip and just still slip. Oof. Oh man. This is so pretty, but I have no desire to ever go like cave spelunking in my life. Just too many horror stories. Plus, I've seen The Descent, and nah, no thanks. Just no interest. No interest in ever cave
I
diving,
am
cave
traveling through my
spelunking.
own body, following the line of infection from the
Whoa.
shattered femur towards the heart. I swallow fistfuls of painkillers to stay lucid. In my delirium, I see the twin lights of the moon and the Ariel shining to me through the rocks.
Oh man, this really opened up. Okay, let me go down here. See if there's anything over here. Whoa, how did cicadas get down here? Just kidding, I know it's the soundtrack, but... Oh, man, the sound design in this game is really good. Like, I really like the sound design of this game. It's cool. Okay, nothing over here except another one of those drawings. These crystals here in the cave. Interesting. Okay. Looks like a battery out line. Or symbol, I should say. That's like, at least that's what I see when I look at it. It's like, oh, out of batteries. Anything down here? So I think I have to head up there to continue. So let me walk down here. Yep. All right. And more cum stains. At least that's what it looks like to me. I mean, what? Ooh, that's new. What's this? Little, maybe a map of this area, how to get out kind of thing. That's where I came from, so let's finally head up now. More equations. Ooh, that's a different one, though. HOOH and H2. Interesting. I have no idea what any of these molecules are actually called. I just find it fascinating to see them written out. Nerve. I wonder what, like the importances of all these, like, drawings of nerves and maps and chemical equations. Okay. It's like a map or like a drawing of a tree root system or something like that. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, I don't think I can go this way. No, I can't. Alright. Man, that's trippy to look at.
When I was coming round from the operation, I remember the light they shone in my eyes to check for pupil contraction.
Ooh.
It was like staring up at a moonlit sky from the bottom of a well. People moved at the summit, but I could not tell if you were one of them.
Yeah, I've never had that happen to me after an operation. I mean, I've only ever had like one operation. Behold, Damascus taken. Behold, Damascus is taken. Huh. So another like biblical reference, I'm guessing. Whoa, okay. Holy shit, homeboy went crazy here. Damascus is taken. Damn. But like the only operation I've ever had was like getting my wisdom teeth taken out, but I have away from being a city. And it shall be a ruinous heap. Okay. Look, I'm not good at reading cursive or sprawled out paint. Yeah, but I have been to like the optometrist, the eye doctor. Had my eyes dilated and the light shone in my eyes, and that sucks. So the way he describes it actually sounds peaceful. Because going to the optometrist and then doing all that is like it might as well tell you to just like look up at the sun. All right. Yeah, this is something that if you asked me to do in real life, I'd be like, nope. I don't like just. I know this isn't open water technically, but it's just. It's one of those things that just. It all stems from like a fear of things lurking in the dark. Oh. The game kind of forced me into that. I had no control there. Ooh, okay. Cars with headlights still on. Interesting. Yeah, it's like I just seem to have this innate fear of things lurking in the dark. So like, put me in an ocean, in a cave where things are naturally dark, and underwater where I'm literally out of my depth, and I'm just facing traumatizing fear right there. Looks like we're almost out. Alright, end of the chapter. Okay. I think there's like 4 chapters in this game. This might be the last chapter. Oh, a tent?
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate.
Okay.
Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
Interesting. That's a new one. this before continuing up there. Looks like there's something out there. Can I get to it? Yes, I can. Ha ha ha! Handle all the way out here. Oh, and I fell in. God damn it. Whoa, what the? Whoa. That's trippy. I don't like that. That like a death screen. Let's...
Come back.
Oh, okay. Drown once. Oh! Interesting. Okay. Well, that happened. Not intend for that to happen, but it did. Huh. Man.
We shall begin to assemble our own version of the North Shore. We will scrawl in dead languages and electrical diagrams and hide them away for future theologians to muse and mumble over. We will send a letter to Esther Donnelly and demand her answer.
Oh!
We
Esther
will mix the
Donnelly.
paint with ashes and tarmac and the glow from our infections. We will paint a moon over the Sanford Junction and blue lights falling like stars along the hard shoulder.
Okay, so Esther is Donnelly. Interesting. Well, what is that? Just... memorial to someone? Okay, this is a new equation. It's a whole bunch of O-N backwards E-N? I don't know. 3N? Interesting. Oh, okay, I'm past that point now. Good to know. Right. Oh, okay, what's with all these candles? Something's here. Whoa. That was a trippy sound. Interesting, like some sort of gray for car parts. Man, the soundtrack is just gone now too. Oh, this is interesting.
There were chemical diagrams on the posters on the walls on the waiting room. It seemed appropriate at the time. Still life abstractions of the processes which had already begun to break down your nerves and your muscles in the next room. I crammed diazepam as I once crammed for chemistry examinations. I am revising my options for a long and happy life.
Okay. Light from heaven shone around him. Interesting. Oh. I wonder if this is just like a dream that this guy is having as he's dying. Like, I wonder if this dude is dying and so he's like, this is like what he's dreaming about or something. Like, this is what his mind is seeing as he's dying. I'm not sure. I don't even know if anything is going to get answered
From here,
by the end.
I can
but
see my armada.
I'm interested.
I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Damn. Okay, some stairs heading up that way. We'll check this out first. Very similar to where I started. Okay, just see if there's anything right here first. Nope, okay. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. Bird's nest? Interesting. This is fascinating. I'm really intrigued by what this all is. If it's just a, like, if it's meant to be real, or if it's meant to be fiction. Like, obviously it's fiction, but like if it's meant to be like dream reality or like just magical realism. This is fascinating. Alright, I guess I might still end up there. We'll see. We'll see where this path takes me.
When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they resuscitated him by hitting him in the chest with stones gathered by the roadside. He was lifeless for 21 minutes, certainly long enough for the oxygen levels in his brain to have decreased and caused hallucinations and delusions of transcendence. I'm running out of painkillers, and the moon has become almost unbearably bright.
Oh man. Okay. He's out of painkillers. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like this is just like a something that this dude, I feel like this dude is just dying, and this is just like where his mind is taking him in his like final moments.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Man, that's a beautiful way of putting it all. And as he was proceeding on his journey, okay. Wonder what's right here. Let's see. Oh, just a candle looking out of everything. Yeah, it looks like I'm heading up there. Okay, so I feel like these are definitely biblical references then, because he talked about all on the road to Damascus, which I may not know much about biblical stuff, but I do know that that is a Bible reference. And was come near to Damascus. Neither did he eat nor drink.
If only
And he
Donnelly had
was
experienced this,
3
he would have realized
days
he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis,
without
retreating
sight.
into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Days without sight. Yeah, that's talking about Paul. Okay, what's this?
Bent back like a nail, like a hangnail, like a drowning man clung onto the wheel, drunk and spiraled, washed onto the lost shore under a moon as fractured as a shattered wing. We cleave, we are flight and suspended, these wretched painkillers, this form inconstant. I will take flight, I will take flight.
Interesting. Okay. Right. And it came to pass that as I made my journey... Right, I can't read the rest. I have to head up. As I made my journey, and was come nigh unto Damascus, I'm guessing is what that says. Something noon sun, only the shone from heaven, a great light round about me, and could not see.
A gull perched on a spent bonnet, sideways, whilst the sirens fell through the middle distance and the metal moaned in grief about us. I'm about this night in walking, old bread and gull bones, old Donnelly at the bar gripping his drink, old Esther walking with our children, old Paul as ever, old Paul. He shakes and he shivers and he turns off his lights alone.
Okay, so Esther isn't down anything? I'm not sure. Being led by the hand of men? Them. Being led by the hand of them. Hey, Shepherd. Cat decided to jump up right now in front of my monitors, so I'm gonna... Okay, I can see a little bit now. Oh, no. It's back to completely black and good. Hi, Shepherd! You wanna let me finish my gameplay? No, you're just gonna keep sitting there? Oh. Turned off my volume. Hey, Shepherd! Okay. Oh! Sorry, he turned it up really loud for me. Oh, God. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, Shepherd, don't do that. That we are with me. Came into we are with me, I think. Damascus. finally reached this radio tower, or cell tower. It's some kind
We
of
will
tower.
leave twin vapor trails in the air, white lines etched into these rocks. Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings,
Out of my control
books,
now.
this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Now we're just flying. Okay, so we're a bird now. Tell from the shadow.
Come back.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, that was it. Holy shit. Design and writing, design and music, audio remaster, programming, production. Ooh. Wow, that's crazy. Man. Nigel Carrington. Some good voice acting, Nigel. Good job. The no no soundtrack to go over the credits, which is interesting. Huh. Wow. This is wow. Man, I knew nothing about this game, but man, that was an interesting time. That was very interesting. Man. God, that's wild. So, all these parallels to Paul in like the Bible and stuff, like I know like his whole thing was like he was like hunting down the followers of Jesus until he had an incident or whatever you call it where he was converted. Yeah, I wonder what the man I can't not I'm not positive what all the like implications are um with with like the parallels between this individual that we're playing as in Paul, but very fascinating, very interesting game. Wow. Man, that was a very interesting time. Very short. Very, very short. Um yeah, a little over an hour long. Um probably maybe even a little less for you depending on what what parts I deem too boring to make it to the final part. There's only like one part, maybe two that I'm like will probably trim out or something, but oh, that's fascinating. What an interesting game. I know there's like I know that there's like director commentary and stuff, and there's like I saw in like the achievements list there's like urns you can collect or uncover or something like that. Um so there's like clearly more to the game, or at least like stuff that can be uncovered, but wow, that's fascinating. Yeah, it was very short, very, very short, but really cool, just really fun. Like I feel like a lot of like the deepness of the story went over my head, but that was fascinating. It was a really interesting play, a really interesting game. Man, yeah, I love playing games like this where it's just like there's not like stakes, there's not like really tough combat or anything like that. Like it's just like a fun time. It's just a story. You're just experiencing a story. I really like that. Obviously I like other games like The Last of Us and stuff as well, where it can be challenging and puzzles and whatnot, but yeah, my bread and butter is just like these types of games, like just story driven games. These are a lot of fun for me. Oh, yeah, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video there. Sorry it's so short, but hopefully you still enjoy it. Uh, if you do, then please feel free to like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment. Uh, Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know what you think the meaning of it all is. Um, and let me know what game you think I'm going to be playing next that I left a hint for. Uh, yeah, but I'll see y'all next time when I start up this new series for this new game that's coming out that I'm super excited for. Until then, uh, I'll see you later.